Hey, aloha. Okay, today we're talking about mosquito control. I'm super stoked about this video because it's been about 2 years since we've implemented this, and it's been like the greatest quality of life shift for us, especially my family, and having my kids play outside, just not having them constantly attacked by mosquitoes and working outside. So yeah, here I am, just to give you an idea. I'm in my shed. I do all my work here just in, t-shirt, slippers, and that's how thick the growth is, right up to the back of my shed. And I'm literally experiencing no mosquitoes. It's like 5:30 right now, dusk, prime time. And it's been about 3 months since I've done my last trap, which is crazy. So they're finally just starting to show up again, and I am going to show you guys real quick, the best that I can, what I do. So I got this from another video, and I'm going to try and link the guy. It was some badass dude from Oklahoma, and he's talking about just the concepts and how simple it is. And essentially, the concept is this. For me, you take water and you mix sugar and salt in it. You don't need a lot of either. I generally, like if you watch his video, I use more than he does, but I don't use exact measurements. I just use a spoon, a regular size tablespoon, and I do my mixture. And my mixture is 4-to-1. So I'll do 4 scoops of sugar, 1 scoop of salt. And it's the salt that kills them. The sugar brings them in, and you just need the water to kind of mix it all together. And it's the sugar and the beer, I think the yeast from the beer, is the trap. So that drink brings them in, and instead of like trying to drown them, which is the traditional trap, you want them to drink it, and it's that salt that kills them. So once I understood that concept, it was so freeing, and I've done so many variations of this recipe. I don't really keep a recipe because once you just know the idea, then it's really not that hard. I guess the only thing would be don't overload the salt, but I've never had any failures. It's been like night and day, and you set up these traps, and within like 48 hours, you'll recognize a huge difference. And the reason these traps are great too is because, like here, I'm at 2,200 feet, wet side of Big Island, like, spray's not going to work. It's all going to wash away. So you got to have traps that are going to be there through the wet, all that stuff. So this stuff is great, and it's super cheap, easy to make. So like I said, all my measurements are rough. You can look at the other guy's measurements, but we have a 2-cup measuring cup right here. I'll fill this up with water, and then just 1 scoop of salt, 4 scoops of sugar, mix it up, and then this is what I'm going to dilute with beer. So one of these, I generally will do 3 beers. So I started by just making a few traps. So 3 beers and 1 of these, that's good for like 3 or 4 traps. I'm at the point now where I'll probably make like 8. So I have 6 beers. Just because it's like, oh my gosh, it works so well. So now I'm just kind of spreading further on the periphery, and I don't even have any traps near my house. All the traps are just like on the periphery of the forest, just like keeping them out. You don't want them to even like come near. So the whole repellent thing, it's not, you don't want to repel them. You want to attract them, kill them, so they're done. And so it's great now. I can work out here. We can have the kids play out here, even when it's overgrown like this. I mean, we're constantly trying to keep up on the growth here. So just having that front with the mosquitoes taken care of, oh my gosh, it's just been such a game changer. So I wish you guys the best of luck with all of this. Please leave a comment if you know any other great mosquito things. But like we were doing like planting lemongrass and trying to do garlic sprays and all that stuff, which work. They're totally great, but this was like night and day game changer. So it's beer, cheap beer. That's what the guy said. You got to use cheap beer. Sugar and salt. Simple as that. So go ahead, check it out. Tell me what you guys think. Aloha. Alright, I'm going to show you guys what one of them looks like. I'm about to swap this one out. This one's been sitting for about 4 months. So here we are. I just kind of put them up right here on the forest edge where all the mosquitoes hang out. This is hanging up in a tree. It's an old water bottle. When they start them off, they're about 2/3 full. But not too much evaporation out here. And then, yeah, they just get in there, drink it. Make. So here are a couple examples of different methods I use. These kind of bottles I'll hang up in the trees, kind of along the edge. And then these black pots are kind of the ones I'll put on the ground. So, yeah, I just kind of wing the ratios. I just put some of the salt and sugar water into there and then poured some beer in there. I got about that much.